By 2030, 80% of 2- and 3-wheelers, 40% of buses, and 30% of cars in India will be EVs. There will be at least one charging station present every 3 kilometers and at every 25 kilometers on highways.
Electric mobility is gaining good momentum in the country, and it will be an important tool to develop pollution-free transport.
So what will India look like with such a huge EV push? Hello and welcome to the Core Questions. With the exponential increase in petrol and diesel fuel prices, the government of India is aggressively pushing for the introduction of EVs. With over 40 crore, that's 400 million people in need of transport solutions.
आज भारत में इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल का बाजार जितनी तेजी से बड़ा हो रहा है, कुछ साल पहले तक उसकी कल्पना भी नहीं होती.
The more cars needed, though, the more the consumption of fuel. But what if this didn't have to be the case? This is exactly what the government of India is trying to achieve. More vehicles with less fuel consumption is equal to a cleaner environment. In fact, there is growing agreement among most professionals in India that the future of vehicles is electric, and India's recent MOU, or Memorandum of Understanding, with Australia in 2022 to source critical minerals will help its endeavor to produce electric vehicles. In 2022, Australia agreed to commit a $5.8 million, that's around 48 crore rupees, to a India-Australia Critical Minerals Investment Partnership over 3 years. As India pushes for EVs and towards clean energy as well as a digital economy, this deal becomes incredibly important because critical minerals like copper, lithium, nickel, and cobalt are the building blocks of modern technologies. Without them, massive supply chain disruptions can occur. These minerals are used everywhere, in your smartphone and laptops, and also in army fighter jets, drones, wind turbines, green technologies, and EVs. In fact, India is part of a handful of countries that support the global EV30 campaign. This drive aims for at least 30% of vehicle sales to be electric by 2030. PM Narendra Modi's advocacy of 5 elements for climate change in India, which he euphemistically termed Panchamrita at the 2021 COP26 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, is officially recognized.
क्लाइमेट चेंज पर इस वैश्विक मंथन के बीच मैं भारत की ओर से इस चुनौती से निपटने के लिए 5 अमृत तत्व रखना चाहता हूं.
Panchamrita is a traditional Ayurvedic technique, most often in Hindu and Jain rituals, and involves the mixing of 5 natural foods: milk, ghee, curd, honey, and jaggery. Modi's COP26 Panchamrita promises are that India will get its non-fossil energy capacity to 500 gigawatts by 2030. Renewable energy will provide for 50% of India's overall energy needs. Carbon emissions will reduce by 1 billion tons by 2030, as will carbon intensity by 45% by 2030, and India will achieve net zero by 2070. The government has taken numerous measures to develop and promote the EV ecosystem across the country. For example, we have remodeled the faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicle scheme for a consumer side, revamped the production-linked incentive scheme for advanced chemistry cell for suppliers, and also recently launched the PLI scheme for auto and automotive components valued at 26,000 crore rupees for manufacturers of electric vehicles. So what will India look like with such a huge EV push? If you've recently visited a car showroom, chances are that you've seen an EV model on display. This is because more and more Indians are buying them and manufacturers are stepping up to meet the demand. And this will be a critical part of achieving zero emission in India by 2070. But more than a cleaner environment, more EVs also means that this becomes a new major industry in India, which brings in job creation. With recent technology disruptions, India is promoting sustainable development. EVs for one, as well as renewable power. Also, with the middle class having more money, levels of per capita income are steadily on the rise, which means that there is more demand for electronics like phones, laptops, and power banks, all which require batteries. This opens up a brand new sector altogether, the manufacturing of advanced batteries, which is projected to be one of India's largest economic opportunities of the 21st century. There is no doubt at this rate that India will inevitably become a global leader in EV manufacturing and further comply with the Paris Climate Change Agreement. The push for EVs also enhances our renewable energy capabilities. EVs are expected to accommodate higher renewable energy penetration while strengthening and stabilizing grid operation. And along with all of this, India really needs a transportation revolution. Adding more cars running on imported fuel only clutters already over-congested cities, suffering from infrastructure bottlenecks and air pollution, and further increases our dependence on foreign oil. More electric vehicles will decarbonize the transport sector, open new, robust manufacturing sectors in India, and also foster a domestic supply chain and more foreign direct investment in the country. Additionally, India can reduce its dependence on foreign oil significantly. And if public and private entities collectively work together, Indian EVs will be something that benefits the nation and the people in more ways than one. Leave your comments below and also be sure to like and share this video. Thanks for tuning in to The Core Questions and catch the latest episode of Tuesday and Thursday of every week. Until next time, this is Priyanka Deo signing off. Namaste.